And yeah, we're just diving through radar here, so just give me 1 second to get this fired up again. And there's a live look at radar, so still just dealing with severe thunderstorm warnings, no tornado warnings at this point. But I tell you, this line has really shown some impressive, some really remarkable strength in the last 30 minutes to an hour. In fact, I'm looking at this storm down here just outside of this warning box, and this has started to show a big uptick in lightning strikes here in just the last few minutes. Okay, first we'll start up north. We'll work our way south. So just to the north of the city here along the Grand Parkway, this thunderstorm moving to the east at about 60 miles per hour. It also has winds potentially up to 60 miles per hour. So that could take down tree limbs, that could take down power lines, that could do damage to your home. And there is a tornado possible, and you're going to see that tagline with every single one of the warnings pretty much that'll come out this evening. And that's just because with these really intense squall lines like we've got here on the leading edge, you tend to get these brief little spin ups. And so there is the possibility that a tornado may very briefly form along this line. Getting in for a closer look, nothing really stands out to me here in terms of velocity, which is what we use to kind of diagnose whether or not there's rotation. This would be the one spot that I look for, that I'll keep an eye on, but I don't see any strong signs or signals of there being any rotation there. There's the brand new scan just coming in. So let's work our way a little farther to the south now. This line is pretty much on our doorstep here in the city of Houston. Let me stop this for a second just so you get a better look of what's going on. Pretty much cutting right through the city from northeast to southwest. The worst of it right now just outside of the loop on the west side of the city. A lot of lightning with this as well. As we go over to velocity, just to get an idea of what this looks like in terms of any potential tornado threat, I'm not seeing that so far, and that's the good thing. But again, that tornado possible tag is put on that. And there's a brand new severe thunderstorm warning on the storm that I was just talking about now. That's on the south side, headed towards the Angleton area. And we could try to get the, let me get the information on this warning just so you know what's going on. There we go. So again, 60 mile per hour winds, hail not a huge issue. And yes, again, that tornado possible tag. So anytime we get a new warning tonight, that's pretty much what you're going to be seeing here across the area. On the wider spot, you could see we'll pretty much be dealing with this at the coast by the top of the hour. So by about 7 p.m. is when I expect some of the worst of this weather to arrive in the city of Galveston. Hopefully the parade starts to wrap up by then, but the worst of this will be in the city of Houston within the next 10 to 20 minutes. There's a live look from our World Houston Place at Intercontinental camera. That's the runway. It looks like it's midnight up there right now. Then we go south down towards Galveston where the parade is underway, and you can see weather is still fine, but again, these storms are on the way. 66 degrees right now on the island, humidity is high, and it's a gusty wind out of the south helping to feed these storms. Widespread 60s and 70s from the city to the coast, and then 50s behind that line of weather. So the Future Track's doing a great job with this so far, so take this exactly with what you're seeing. I would say by 7 to 8 p.m., this line starts to close in on Galveston. Hopefully everyone's off the streets by then. That line blows offshore, and then we all start to clear things out. By 9, 10 o'clock, we are dry, and we are looking at clear conditions across the area. There's no weather impact alert in effect for tomorrow, so my mistake, I just did not have a chance to shuffle these things around on the 7-day. Tomorrow's going to be a gorgeous day. A lot of sunshine on the way. Same deal for Monday. Tons of sunshine, comfortable temperatures in the 70s. We start warming things up by Tuesday, and we are back into the 80s again by Wednesday through the end of the week. Trayson?